It's lonely out there. It's lonely out there, sending out mailers, calling sellers, sitting in your office by yourself, wondering if the dream is real. And it's lonely out there. And that's the whole purpose of the network that we're in, is to stay connected to other people. And I'll chastise everybody a little bit. There hasn't been a lot of action on the board in the network. There's been very few things posted in the last couple of weeks. And so while I think it's awesome, and like in the insiders, we force people into accountability groups. And so, yeah, accountability groups are great. Touching base with 4 or 5 people every Monday morning. What are you going to do this week? Did you get done what you said you were going to do last week? That's awesome stuff. And we force people to do it in the insiders. But yeah, connecting with people and all that, it takes the loneliness out of it. I wouldn't advise necessarily just connecting with all newbies, because there's nobody in there with the answers. And so you want to connect with other people in our sphere here. Mike Wagner has built a really giving group. And so if you want to, if you have questions, you can bring them up on some accountability call with some other new people, or you can bring them on the board where Mike Wagner might answer it, or Scott Spear might answer it, or Shane Chapin might answer it. People who've been around, they got deal after deal after deal under their belts. I mean, don't be afraid to use that board. That's definitely another way to get connected. And I'll answer your question. Can you run these things on 3 to 5 hours a week? The answer is, oh yeah, if that. This business is all about finding a deal and funding it. Running these things is easy. So I'll just answer that question for you. Now I'm going to go on my partner spiel. I don't want a partner who doesn't bring something to the table that I don't have or can't hire. Having a partner takes away 50% of your money, period. And so if you hire a partner to do something that you could hire somebody else to do for $15 an hour or something, you're paying somebody a lot more an hour than $15 an hour. We have a lot of partnerships that go on in the storage rebellion, so don't get me wrong, but people are bringing stuff to the table. If Shane is partnered with Scott Spear, well, Scott Spear doesn't have the time to run deals, and Shane does. That's what he specializes in. There's a partnership that makes sense. But if you partner with another new person, and they're not really bringing any money, and they're not really bringing any expertise, it's just making you feel safe to partner with them, you're giving away 50% of your money and you ain't getting shit for it. I'm sorry about my language late at night. You're not getting nothing for it. So I'm not big on partnerships. I'm big on partnerships on a per deal basis, but I'm not big on partnerships like me and you are going to grow this business together. Because one of you is going to wind up doing more work and being better at it and giving away half of your money to the other one. And sometimes both of you think you're the other one at the same time, and it winds up with a whole mess. So just that's my little spiel on partnerships. I'm not big on them unless each is bringing something to the table that the other one cannot do, doesn't have, or won't do.